In this video, we will see how to create model class and access data from Microsoft SQL Server. There are two approaches in Django to create model class. First one is manual approach. In this approach, create application. Inside that application, create model class using required fields, lengths, constraints in models.py file. Then migrate them to DB using two commands. First one, py manage.py make migrations followed by application name, which is going to create .py files inside migrations folder. Then run second command, py manage.py migrate followed by application name, which is going to push generated migrations SQL data into DB, and it will create tables of that model class into DB. One more way is there, py manage.py sync DB. We will talk about this in some other video. It is not important for us right now. Now tell me, what do you think? Is it a recommended approach to create all models of any project manually, which is having 50-60 model class, and migrate them to DB? This approach is having some drawbacks. First, it is time consuming. Second, it creates only model class, not stored procedure, not triggers, not functions. Third, it is difficult to create join models using foreign key. Fourth, in all IT industries, there is a DB team who always creates DB and manages DB. It is their responsibility to create tables, not programmers. So manual approach is not recommended in real time. Then how to create models? By using second approach, where table is already there inside DB, fetch that DB by using inspect DB command. No need to write any model class. It is going to fetch all the tables at a time and converts it into model class. This approach makes programmer work easy. No need to worry about joins, constraints, data types or data length. So let's see this approach practically step by step and create model class without writing single line of code. In the previous video, we saw how to establish connection between database and Django. So now let's create an application. Py manage.py start a product. Our application is created. Go inside this application folder and open manage.py file. We can see here we don't have any model class inside our models.py file. Let's go to SQL Server. Here I have created two tables, invoice and supplies. Here supplier is the parent table and invoice is a child table. Supplier number and supplier number of invoice table are connected with foreign key. So these tables are maintaining parent-child relationship. So we will fetch these tables to our models.py file. So let's come back to PyCharm and run py manage.py file inspect db greater than. We want to fetch the data inside product application. So for that we are going to write product slash models.py file. Press enter. Wait for some time. Now refresh this page. We can see the tables are created inside this models.py file automatically. Invoice and supplier. Here we can see, if we see here it is foreign key of supplier. We have not written even a single line of code to create these tables. Now along with invoice and supplier table, the remaining tables are also fetch auth group, permissions, the tables which we migrated in previous video. So we don't need these tables, we can delete these tables. These are Django inbuilt tables. So this is my first table, invoice and supplier. These tables are created with required fields and lengths. Here all the constraints are placed automatically. You can see here. So now let's see how to access data in views.py using these models.py models. To access data from DB, Django provides ORM queries which are created from model object. Here are some of the examples of select, insert, delete and update queries. To select all the data from product, select star from product. Then to select specific data from product table, select star from product where name is equal to mobile, or we can use select star from product where name is equal to mobile and price is equal to 10,000. To fetch only single record, this is the query product.objects.get name mobile. And to select records in the order, this query is going to use. To insert data, there are two types of insert queries in Django. Create object followed by variable name and the value. In the end, save the query, or create the object followed by variable name and insert the value, and in the end save the value in the DB. To delete all the records, this is the query, and to delete some specific records, these queries are required. To update all the records in the table with a specific name, this query is required. And to update a specific or single query, fetch the data, then update the data and save the data in the DB. So let's see all the examples practically. So in our PyCharm, the first step is to add product application inside settings.py installed underscore app list. Add here product. Come back to views.py file which is available inside product folder. Call models import supplier model. Now create a definition supplier with a parameter called request. Create object for supplier model dot objects dot fetch all the data and store into variable supplier. Now print the result supplier. Now add this function inside urls.py file which is available inside testdb folder. From import the views.py function. It is available inside testdb.product import views.py. Add the path, let's say home. Here views dot supplier, and remove this, we don't require that. Start the server, py manage.py, run server. Server is up and running without any error. Click on this link. URL is home. Press enter. Okay, we have not rendered any page. Come back to PyCharm and check the print statement. We are able to print the value, but it is in the form of list. So to see the data, we require to convert this into normal form. Use for loop for I in supplier print I value. Hit the URL once again, refresh this. Come back to PyCharm. We can see we are able to fetch 3 data, but it is in the form of object. To print the data, we require to use I dot followed by variable name. Our models.py, the variable names are supplier number, name, address, and type. Copy this I dot supplier name I dot name I dot address I dot type. Hit the URL, run, home. Come back to PyCharm. We can see we are able to fetch the data. Now to insert the data, create variable supplier is capital followed by the variables, first variable, then second variable, then third variable, then type, fourth variable. Now insert the values. Let's say supplier number is 4, name is Benz, address is Hyderabad, type is truck. At the end, save this data in the DB s.save. So hit this URL, add home after this host name, come back to PyCharm. We cannot see anything here. Let's check inside our DB. Select supplier table. Run this query. We can see we are able to see our fourth data. Comment these two lines. Now let's delete this fourth data. Copy this cell. Filter. Supplier number is equal to 4. This one single record we want to delete. Dot. Delete. Hit this URL. Add home house after this port number. Come back to PyCharm. Let's check the data inside the DB. Select this query. We can see we have deleted the fourth record. Let's update the record. Comment this line. Fetch the data. Supplier.object.get supplier number is equal to 1. Get this record, and supplier.name is equal to, we are going to put Ashok Leyland. After that, save this to DB. Save the file. Hit this URL. Add home. Come back to DB. In the first record, name is Corolla that we modified to Ashok Leyland. Run this select query. We can see our name is updated successfully. This is how we can run all the Django ORM queries. So here we have not supplied the render method. In the next video we will see how to supply render methods, and we will navigate to HTML page.